These are the top 4 ways to hack Amazon's algorithm as of 2023 and beyond. Amazon's made some insanely huge changes to their algorithm, which is killing sales even for some of the most experienced Amazon sellers. Lucky for you, being able to understand these algorithms and actually hack into the changes that have been made to Amazon's algorithm will help you build your business and actually be able to take advantage of doing extremely well selling on Amazon. So number 1, Amazon's algorithm basics. So what is even the goal of Amazon's algorithm? Amazon's aim is to have the fastest possible conversions. So from when the time the home page loads and then you click onto a product page to when you actually click the add to cart button and place an order. You're probably wondering what elements make for the fastest conversions and the best CTR or click-through rate, and we're going to talk about that in a minute. So first you need to have an idea of how Amazon's algorithm actually works. So first it starts off by search and then ranking. Now we're going to get into it step by step so you can get the highest CTR possible. So imagine your customer is searching for baking paper. Amazon takes that search, and how does Amazon actually separate, let's say, lined paper or printer paper from baking paper and actually give the customer what they're looking for in terms of the search? This is what it comes down to: how you've done your listing, how you've done your title, your bullet points, even the description, and every single detail inside your listing is going to be what gives Amazon the most accurate data for them to put you exactly where you need to be search term wise. Starting with the title, the most important thing and the very first thing people find and look for when finding an item on Amazon, you just need to make sure that you do not stuff the title with keywords. It needs to make sense grammatically, but you do need to have some of your heavy hitting keywords in your title, as well as a strategy that I like to use where I use low to medium search volume keywords with very low competition. I like to have them in the title as well because it's easier to rank for the lower competition keywords. Although they might not have a lot of search volume every month, people are still searching for them, especially if you're using these tools to show you the search volume of these keywords, and that's going to help. Next is going to be your bullet points, which is like the description of the item in terms of how much it weighs, what color is it, what's it made of. Any other small details are going to be very important for people to know pretty much right away. Then you have your metadata like units in stock, price, child products or different ASINs or different variations, as well as prime availability. The last up but not least is going to be your description. So this is where a lot of people like the keyword stuff and literally fill the description with tons of keywords. That might have worked 5, 6, 7 years ago, but it doesn't work anymore. I like to have my main keyword in the very first sentence of the description. I then like to have another keyword that I'm using about halfway through the description, and then I will actually use a low search volume, low competition keyword in the tail end of my description. So number 3, ranking. So people seem to be able to find your item anyways, and people are searching for your items, a specific item, let's say the baking paper. Now, how do you get sales on those products? And more importantly, how do you get to the first page or the top of the search results so you can start getting sales organically? Now, it's very rare you're going to be able to get to the top of the search results or the first page on Amazon, especially for a competitive keyword, without spending money on advertising and PPC. Now, if you watch one of my previous videos about volume selling and listing these items via original/private label, and getting them to sell without having to spend money on PPC, if you don't know how to do that, you're going to want to watch my volume scaling video. Now, in terms of ranking, what has changed in the Amazon algorithm and how can you take advantage of it right now? Now, the number of reviews used to be a good indicator and Amazon still takes that into account, but there is other factors that are helping people get to the top of the search results and get a lot of sales on Amazon, so let's talk about it. Now, the more items you have in stock, Amazon is going to take that into a factor as well. So there's still the issue where people place orders for items, and let's say you have a pending order for the last unit of your item in stock on Amazon. Having that pending order, let's say someone else was to place an order within the same 30-second window as you, and when you're selling a product very frequently, sometimes you can sell an item literally multiple items per minute. There's items that sell thousands and thousands of times a day on Amazon, like bestsellers. So you could have an item that goes pending and then someone else is placing an order and then it ends up being out of stock for that customer. There's a lot of different things that can go on with low stock. So Amazon likes to promote products that have more in stock, especially now. Now, how does CTR come into play? A lot of people clicking and no people buying. A high CTR but low conversions is very bad. Unfortunately, this happens to a lot of new sellers, and it happens because rather your price is wrong, rather your perceived value, and people don't think it is worth what they want to pay, or maybe the images aren't great, maybe your description's not good, or your keywords aren't bringing the right customer, right? Your keywords might be bringing customers that are looking for something similar, but maybe not exactly the item you're selling. So you could have a very high click-through rate, but not a lot of conversions, and this is probably the worst, and it happens, like I said, to a lot of new sellers. And this is why it's really, really difficult to do private label and why you should be watching my video so I can help you. The best option is going to be having a high click-through rate and also high conversions, right? Or having a high click-through rate and moderate conversions is still going to be good, but the more conversions you have based on the amount of clicks you're getting, this is going to be the quickest way to basically get rocketed up into the Amazon algorithm and towards the top search results. Even if you don't have a ton of reviews yet, you can start coming up on the first and second pages of Amazon for multiple keywords, just not going to happen for the very, very big, highly competitive keywords. This is why I always recommend using moderate and low competition keywords as well, because still people are searching for them. For example, you could have a keyword that's searched 50,000 times a month that you're trying to compete for because it's the exact item you have, and you know 50,000 searches a month and maybe there's not a lot of competing items. Maybe you can do really well with that product. But if you have another keyword with low competition, maybe there's not very many results at all that come up on Amazon, but there is over 1,000 searches a month. There's still over 30, 35 people per day searching for that term, looking to buy something. And if not many other people are coming up, why wouldn't you want to? So don't overlook these moderate to low search volume keywords, especially ones that have moderate to low search volume and that also have low competition. It's very, very easy to get sales on these products, but not so easy you can just list your item however you want. You need to make sure to have a proper title, description, bullet points, images, and very, very good perceived value on the product. Now, lots of positive reviews are still important. It's still a huge factor in terms of ranking, but it now comes second to the CTR and the conversion rate. And then we have your price. Price is obviously extremely important. Lower price items are doing better right now, and Amazon's actually changed that in their algorithm to push these lower priced items better. Now, the lowest price isn't always the best way, but right now it's definitely working and it's definitely changing the Amazon landscape. So now that you know what Amazon is actually trying to feed their customers, go out there and use my tips in this video to go fix your listings and maximize your sales. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and leave some comments if you would like me to create an additional video on how the click-through rate works and how you can take advantage of that specifically.